Oh, hey there! If you own an ICECO, then you already know they're pretty decent coolers, fridges, whatever you want to consider them. And if you don't, well, maybe you should stick around and watch this video. This is their new model. It comes in black instead of stainless. You can still get the old model. So let's check this thing out a little bit. One of the cool features is, well, you know, says it only costs 17 bucks a year, average, to run. That's nothing. Are you sick of buying ice? Because me, I'm not just sick of buying ice, I'm sick of finding a store that's got ice in stock. Yeah, I know, frozen water, right? Who wants to pay for that? It's weird. Either way, check out this thing. It's the ICECO 35. It's a pretty neat little unit. What? Check that out. It's even got lights in it for nighttime. That way you don't grab the wrong cold snack. Oh my, I almost forgot to tell you. 57 cans. You and the boys can have fun tonight. Or, you know, if you're like me, maybe you don't drink like that. And it'll still hold 57 soda cans. What do you think, buddy? You think that'll keep your kitty food nice and cold? Huh? Yeah? Did they send you a new fridge for the garage so you can have kitty food out here? I really thought you would have wanted the box. But that's fine. Well, it's big enough to fit your Chinese food in. No, I'm just playing. Do not harm the kitties. Oh, I love this thing in the shop. Makes it so nice for when you need a drink. The instructions are really simple. Like, I really like the instructions. They're not overplayed. It's simple. It's simple to read. It's simple to figure out. So I watched some other videos and I read that some people had issues when they first got them. Don't get mad. It's not the cooler. You know, there's a little run through that you can do to, you know, set it if it's not cooling the temperature right. That, you know, me, I didn't have an issue. I plugged my thing in and it freaking worked awesome. I threw a water bottle on that side and the next morning I came out, it was frozen. The rest of them were cold. Now, I will say, because obviously I got a cooler on this side. This ain't no biggie, just so, you know, you don't get surprised. You see how this side sort of condensates a little more? And I got to refill my water bottles. I ran out, but if this sits on this side, she'll get a little colder than this side. But you got to think it's got an ice box right next to it. It's got, you know, estimated temperatures, so if you're not sure what you want to set everything to. But like I said, there's videos on it if it ain't cooling right. So before you get mad and be like, oh, they sent me a junk one, you know, go watch a YouTube clip. Or I think they might even have the rundown on their website. It might be in this book. I don't know. I'm not reading the whole book because, well, you know, I didn't have an issue. I sort of just plugged this thing in and set it to what I wanted to set it to, and she's been freaking awesome. Can you hear it? It's pretty quiet. I mean, I'm not complaining about the sound. So one of the cool things about it is, well, you know, if you're young and new school, it's got an app and you can control it from your phone. Or if you're like me and you're more old school and you don't want more technology on your phone than you need, you can still run it manually. And it's pretty freaking simple to, you know, control. Now, here's the cool thing. Before we get there, check this out. It's got 2 sections. Now, you can still put ice in here if you really wanted to, or you can do what I do. And, you know, I turn this to freeze. I freeze some water bottles, and then, you know, if you have to go somewhere and you don't have a plug or you got no power, she stays cold and it don't cost you nothing. Plus, as your water bottle's on freeze, well, you got something to drink. I like to keep, you know, ice cream sandwiches and stuff in there. And the other cool part is you can leave one of these off so you have a dry box, or you can change it. Maybe you got a lot of frozen food and only a little bit of, you know, cold snacks. Well, you can change these around if you would like to. That's your choice. I like these latches. I think they're pretty freaking neat. The lid stays up, lid goes down. The other cool feature is, you know, if you're a little tipsy-topsy at night and, you know, you don't want to grab the wrong cold snack, it's got lights in it. So that's pretty nifty. It is water resistant. Now, when I say water resistant, I mean, you know, it can get lightly drizzled on. It's sort of safe up to about this point, or, you know, where your plugs are. So maybe not the best to take on a boat if, you know, you guys are going to be playing and splashing like crazy, or, you know, either way, it's pretty neat. So check it out. Ready? It's simple like this. Boom, and I can set the temperature on the big side. Boom, I can set the temperature on the small side. Nice and simple. Now there's other options. You can hold this button down and you can get into there further and change from eco mode to a heavy cool mode so it cools even faster. This thing's got a crazy range of, like, you can really set this to whatever, you know, your flavor is. Me, I like my cold snacks cold, and well, I like my ice creams frozen, you know. So let's just take a second to appreciate how well this thing is packaged. Like, it's in plastic wrap. It's got freaking straps on it, not just going that way, but it's also got straps on it going this way. I don't know about you all, but one of my biggest concerns when I buy something is how it's actually gonna show up. I cannot stand when I buy something and by the time I get it to my house, the shipping company sort of just kicks it right out the door and my box is all destroyed. And I don't know, I would say 30% of the time the product inside is destroyed. This thing is, they packaged it extremely well. Very impressed with that. I mean, come on, they plastic wrapped the freaking box along with having straps on it. That's cool. Do you think it's packaged on the inside as well as the outside? Very impressed with the packaging. Oh! It's not even a cheap box. It's like a lift-off box. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's packaged nice. Look at that thing. Oh, she fancy. I like it. Black instead of freaking chrome. What? Look at that. Yeah, this is gonna be a nice addition to the garage. Ain't gonna have to run to the house no more and get me a cold snack. I can have an ice cream sandwich in the garage. Whew, gonna love this. Check it out, they even hook you up with both sets of cords so you can plug it into the wall. And well, me, I'm gonna use it as a shop fridge cooler. And then they give it to me so I can plug it into the truck. That way if I gotta go pick up a car or something, I just grab my whole cooler and put it in the truck, plug it in, and it stays cool. This thing's pretty freaking fancy. I like it. Like, it's got a lot of hinge stuff, you know. Look at it. They even gave me a bunch of freaking packs to throw in my toolboxes. Just so you guys know, do not eat these. These are awesome to throw in the shop cupboard or right in your toolbox, keep the moisture out. So that's pretty sweet. I love the black. Like, it's just, it screams, it's sweet. They got some stainless steel ones, but they also have a black one. I think this is one of their newer models. One of the other things that I liked about it is it came with both cords. So we can plug it into the wall or into the vehicle. And it only weighs 32 pounds, so it's not wicked heavy or anything. I mean, you fill your cooler with ice and it's pretty hefty alone right there. So, and it's aluminum material. It works pretty good. Temperatures range from. So, and this is the book for the silver one because this is their new model. You know, it'll be releasing, but it's the same exact one as the APL35. That's the stainless steel. This is just the black model, which I prefer. I really like it. It's got good corner bump stops on it too, so that's pretty cool. I also really like the fact that the, you know, handles are hinged like that. It's pretty I don't know, it's beefy looking. I've been using this thing for about a month in my garage as a refrigerator freezer. Oh, one of the cool things about it is, say you're going to the beach. We packed up everything last night and plugged it in. Unplugged it this morning and just gonna hook it right up in the car, so we didn't have to pack up this morning. And we didn't lose a bunch of space to ice. That's pretty sweet. Now, say you're gonna be on the beach all day. They do sell a battery pack on their website that I believe will keep it charged up to 8 hours. That's pretty neat. And with them sending both cords, I already got the cord in my car. So it's pretty sweet there too. Unplug it from the shop, bring it out here and plug it right back in. And I'll tell you what, if you got a cheap little gas saver like we do, seriously, Plain Jane is named Plain Jane because she's plain. She don't even have an outlet back here or nothing. they give you a cord long enough to run from the back all the way to the front. So you really can't complain there. She works freaking just as good out here as she does in there. And say you need to charge your cell phone or something, they give you an extra plug on the side. Just plug in, you can charge some other stuff right off of it. I'll tell you what else this little thing's good for. I personally live in Florida, where the heat will literally melt your food and pretty much cook your freaking chicken before you make it home. Especially seeing as me, I live out in the country and it's about 35 minutes to any grocery store. So I'll throw this thing in the back of the little Kia. We go shopping, come out, we fill her up. Guess what? My stuff's still frozen and cold and nice by the time I get home. So that's a win. She's a pretty tough unit. You can use her as a seat. I will say the finish isn't the strongest, as well, I got scratch marks in it from my cat sleeping on top of it. But it's solid. It is aluminum. You got to remember, lightweight aluminum, so it does dent easy. Like, it's not bad. I don't have dents in mine yet, but if you throw it on the back of the truck and stuff hits it, it's gonna get a dent in it. It's not plastic. You know, you win some, you lose some, but it looks freaking cool. I know they sound like they're a little pricey, but I mean, imagine how much money you spend on ice. Not just ice, imagine how much time you spend to go to the gas station or the store to get ice. And then when you get to them certain stores that don't have ice or they're out of ice for some reason, I don't really understand. It's frozen water that you gotta pay for. Either way, you know, this thing's worth giving a try, but only if you want to. I mean, you know what? You could always try it out. They have a 30-day return policy, and that don't start until the day you receive it. So if you get it and you don't like it, you can always return it for your money back. They also have a 5-year warranty on the compressor and a 1-year warranty on the rest of the parts. So that don't seem too bad. The big compartment's a 27 liter and the small compartment's an 8 liter. Now, if you want a bigger cooler, they got bigger ones on their website. And if you want a smaller one, well, they got smaller ones on their website. They also got a bunch of accessories. You can buy a cover for it if you're trying to keep it really nice. I don't really mind it getting banged up or beat up. It's gonna be my garage fridge. Now, ICECO did send this to me. They're not paying me for a video or nothing. And it's all up to you if you buy one. I don't get no kickback. It was actually weird. It was sort of like the government was watching or listening to me again. I don't think they're part of the government. But it was like they were listening to me again, because me and the wife were just talking how I had to get a fridge or something for the shop. That way I didn't have to run back to the house all the time to grab a drink. And boom, I got an email from these people. So it worked out good. I personally like it. I think it's pretty neat. I've only had it for about a month now, but it's been plugged in for a straight month. I haven't unplugged it. If it gets unplugged, it gets unplugged for like 5 minutes to go get put in the truck or the car, depending on where we're going. It is pretty nice that I can just snag this thing up and throw it in my truck when I have to go pick up another vehicle for the channel, or if we go on a family trip. I really like that feature. They do have a solar panel. That's pretty nifty. I'm guessing that'll keep the battery pack that you can buy for it. That's not included. You can buy for it charged. I'm not sure, but go to their website, check it out. They did give me a code to save you all some money if you decide to buy it. I'll leave it in the description. Like I said, no kickback for me. I'm just giving you all a video and telling you how I feel about it. Go check it out if you're looking for a cooler. And before you do that, if you're more curious, go watch some other videos or go read some reviews online. Because I sure did before I was like, yeah, send it to me. Seems like a lot of people like them. Biggest complaint I see, and I didn't have that issue with this one, is a lot of people say that it doesn't cool to the right temperatures when you first get it, that you have to, calibrate it, I guess. But like I said, I didn't have that issue. If you do get one and you have that issue, before you get all mad or upset or angry, just Google it real quick and, go through the rundown. I think they actually have it on their website. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But go through the calibration, process, and I heard that, they're good after that. Like I said, I've had mine plugged in for 30 days, almost 30 days straight now. So. Ice cream. I mean, just look how good that thing looks in the bed of the 63. Oh, she's ready. What do I want? You check out the inside? I show you all the inside enough? She holds enough stuff. Like I said, if you're going on a long trip, you can put ice in here. It's got a drain plug at the bottom. Bloop. So, or you can be like me, and you can just turn this up to freeze your water bottles, and you know, when you go to leave, throw all your stuff on top. Perfect. Hey, don't forget to go check out some of the other videos.